Believing in yourself is the foundation of everything you will ever accomplish. It's the difference between success and failure, between taking action and staying stuck, between living the life you want and settling for what life gives you. See, most people don't fail because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They fail because they don't believe they can succeed. And when you don't believe in yourself, you hesitate, you doubt, you make excuses, you procrastinate, and ultimately, you never take the necessary steps to achieve your dreams. I think about it, how many times have you stopped yourself from going after something because you thought you weren't ready? How many opportunities have you let slip away because you assumed you weren't good enough? That's not reality speaking. That's self-doubt, fear, and insecurity whispering lies in your ear. But the truth is, you are more capable than you think, and the only thing standing between you and success is the belief that you can actually do it. Belief is a force. It's invisible, but it controls everything. When you believe in yourself, you naturally take actions that lead to success. You show up differently. You carry yourself with confidence. You take risks. You push through failures. And people start to believe in you because you first believed in yourself. It all starts with that decision. You have to decide that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that you are enough. No one is going to do it for you. Now, let's be real. The world is not always going to validate you. People will doubt you. They'll tell you that you can't do it, that you don't have what it takes, that it's too hard, that you should settle for something more realistic. And if you're waiting for the world to give you permission to believe in yourself, you're going to be waiting forever. Your belief has to come from within. It has to be unshakable, no matter what anyone else says. Some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? Listen, failure is part of the process. Nobody succeeds without failing. Failure is just feedback. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity to adjust, to improve, to grow. The only real failure is giving up. So when you believe in yourself, failure doesn't destroy you, it strengthens you. It teaches you, it refines you, it makes you better. Look at every successful person in history. They all had setbacks, they all faced obstacles, but they didn't let those obstacles define them. They didn't let failure break them. They kept going, not because it was easy, but because they believed in themselves. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll never start. If you wait until you have everyone's approval, you'll never take action. And you have to move now, even when it's uncomfortable. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by taking action, by proving to yourself that you can do it. And don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, your motivation, and your self-worth. Someone else's success does not take away from your own. You have your own journey, your own timing, your own timing. Focus on your path. Focus on your growth. And keep believing that you are capable, that you are enough, and that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Because at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? And if you do believe in yourself, nobody can stop you. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path that seem impossible to overcome. You'll face rejection, failure, setbacks, and moments where you feel like giving up. But here's what you need to understand. Challenges are not there to stop you. They are there to make you stronger. Every great success story is built on a foundation of struggle. Every person who has ever achieved something worthwhile had to fight through difficulties to get there. The problem is most people see challenges as signs to quit. They think, well, if it was meant to be, it would be easy. But that's not how life works. Nothing worth having comes without resistance. Success is not handed to you, it's earned. And the only way to earn it is by pushing through the hard times. You have to develop the mindset that no matter what comes your way, you will not break. You will not fold. You will not let temporary pain make you abandon your permanent goals. Think about it. If everything in life was easy, there would be no growth. Strength is built through struggle. Confidence is built through overcoming adversity. When you work through challenges, you're not just solving problems, you're becoming a different person. A stronger, wiser, more capable version of yourself. But you can't develop that version of yourself if you run every time things get hard. The truth is, some people quit right before they're about to succeed. They've put in the effort, they've done the work, they've made progress, but then they hit a tough moment and they walk away. And what they don't realize is that if they had just pushed a little further, they would have broken through to the other side. See, challenges are not roadblocks, they are tests. They are there to see if you are truly committed. And most people fail these tests not because they aren't capable, but because they aren't willing to endure the discomfort that comes with growth. You've got to develop a new perspective on challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, see them as opportunities. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this teaching me? Every challenge carries a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to get better. But you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to adapt, to adjust, to improve. And most importantly, you have to be willing to keep going. And let's be real, sometimes life will hit you harder than you ever expected. It will bring disappointments that shake you to your core. It will bring heartbreak, loss, and moments where you wonder if you even have the strength to continue. But listen to me, those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments that separate the people who achieve their dreams from the people who settle for less. Because the ones who succeed are the ones who refuse to let pain break them. They take that pain and turn it into power. You have to develop resilience. You have to decide that no matter what happens, quitting is not an option. Because if you give up, you guarantee failure. But if you keep going, even when it's hard, even when it doesn't make sense, even when you feel like you have nothing left, you give yourself a chance to win. And sometimes that's all you need. Just one more step, just one more push, just one more day of holding on when everything in you wants to let go. There will be times when you feel alone in your struggles, times when no one else seems to understand what you're going through. And in those moments, you have to remember that your journey is yours alone. You don't need approval. You don't need validation. You just need to keep moving forward. Because the reality is nobody's going to fight for your dreams the way you will. So you have to be your own biggest supporter. You have to be the one who refuses to give up on yourself, no matter what. And don't expect the world to make it easy for you. The bigger your dreams, the bigger the challenges. But that's a good thing because it means you're on the right path. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But you are not everyone. You are different. You are someone who is willing to fight for what you want. And because of that, you will win. So when life gets tough, and it will, don't break. Don't fold. Don't let temporary pain make you forget your purpose. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing. Because on the other side of struggle is everything. Respect and self-worth are non-negotiable. If you don't respect yourself, you open the door for others to disrespect you. If you don't value yourself, you invite people to treat you like you don't matter. And let me tell you something, how you allow people to treat you is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. If you tolerate lies, betrayal, or manipulation, it's because somewhere deep inside you think that's what you deserve. But the truth is you deserve better. You always have. You've got to stop giving people permission to mistreat you. Stop making excuses for people who don't value you. Stop holding on to relationships that are doing nothing but breaking you down. When someone cheats on you, lies to you, disrespects you, they are showing you exactly who they are. And it is your responsibility to believe them the first time. See, too many people stay in situations where they are being hurt because they're afraid of walking away, afraid of being alone, afraid of not finding better. But listen, there is nothing lonelier than staying with someone who doesn't truly love or respect you. The moment you choose yourself, the moment you decide that you will no longer tolerate disrespect, your entire life will change. But that's a decision only you can make. No one can give you self-worth. You have to claim it for yourself. You have to decide that you are valuable, that you are worthy of honesty, of loyalty, of love that is real. And if someone can't give you that, you don't beg, you don't plead, you don't try to prove your worth to them, you walk away. Because your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see it. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but I love them. But we've been together for so long. But what if they change? Let me tell you something, love is not a reason to stay where you are being disrespected. Time is not a reason to stay in a situation that is damaging you. And waiting for someone to change when they have shown you over and over again who they are is not love, it's self-betrayal. You can love someone and still choose yourself. You can forgive someone and still walk away. You can hope for the best for someone and still decide that their chapter in your story is over. And let's talk about revenge for a second, because I know when someone does you wrong, the natural instinct is to get back at them, to make them feel what they made you feel. But let me ask you something, what does that do for you? Does it heal you? Does it make you whole? No. It keeps you tied to someone who does not deserve your energy. It keeps you stuck in a situation that should have already been behind you. The best response to betrayal is not revenge, it's success. It's leveling up. It's becoming the best version of yourself so that when they look back, they realize they lost something they could never replace. And that's the key. Your energy should not be focused on them. It should be focused on you, on rebuilding, on growing, on stepping into the version of yourself that refuses to settle for less than you deserve. Because when you truly know your worth, you don't chase people, you don't beg for respect, you don't entertain nonsense. You elevate, you surround yourself with people who see your value without you having to prove it. You demand the love and respect that you deserve, not with words, but by the standards you set for your life. And let me tell you something else, when you respect yourself, when you carry yourself with confidence and refuse to settle, the right people will notice. The wrong ones will fall away and the right ones will be drawn to you, but that can only happen when you decide that you will never again accept less than what you are worth. Because at the end of the day, the way people treat you is not just about them, it's about you. It's about what you allow, what you tolerate, what you accept. And when you make the decision to raise your standards, everything in your life will begin to change. So don't waste another second explaining your worth to someone who doesn't see it. I don't waste another moment trying to fix what keeps breaking you. Choose yourself. Walk away from anything and anyone that does not honor you. And never, ever settle for less than the love and respect you deserve. When someone betrays you, lies to you, or disrespects you, your first instinct might be to get back at them, to make them feel the same pain they made you feel. It's natural. It's human. When someone wrongs you, you want justice. You want them to understand the damage they've done, but here's what you need to understand. Seeking revenge doesn't heal you. It doesn't undo the hurt. It doesn't restore what was lost. All it does is keep you tied to the very thing that hurt you in the first place. You think that by hurting them back, you'll feel better. But what actually happens is that you give them even more control over your emotions, over your time, over your energy. You let them dictate your actions. You let their betrayal shape your character. And before you know it, you're just as consumed by negativity as they are. That's not power. That's not strength. Real power is learning how to move forward without looking back. Real power is choosing growth over revenge. Because here's the truth, getting even won't make you whole. It won't erase the betrayal. It won't bring you peace. What brings peace is knowing that you are better than the situation you were put in. What brings peace is using that pain as fuel to build something greater. It's taking the lesson, applying it to your life, and becoming a stronger, wiser, more unstoppable version of yourself. That's how you truly win. Some of you have been so focused on proving a point to the person who hurt you that you've lost sight of your own future. You've been spending all your energy looking for ways to make them regret what they did when that same energy could be used to build something amazing for yourself. The best response to betrayal is not anger, it's elevation, it's success. It's showing up in life in a way that makes them realize they didn't break you. And when you focus on revenge, you stay stuck in the past. But when you focus on growth, you step into your future. And that's where your power is. Because while they are still playing the same games, still making the same mistakes, still caught up in the same cycle, you're evolving. You are healing. You are becoming someone they can never reach again. And that is worth more than any penny revenge could ever give you. I know it's hard to walk away when you feel like justice hasn't been served. But let me ask you what's more important. Holding on to that bitterness or walking into the life you deserve. What's more valuable? Wasting your time proving a point or using that time to become someone so strong, so successful that they become irrelevant. See, people who betray you expect a reaction. They expect anger. They expect you to chase them, to argue, beg, to fight. But when you refuse to engage, when you focus on yourself instead, you take away all of their power. They no longer control your emotions. They no longer have a say in your future. You take back everything they tried to steal from you. And don't think for a second that walking away means you're weak. No, it means you're wise. It means you know your worth. It means you understand that not everyone deserves access to your energy, your emotions, or your time. Because time is the most valuable thing you have, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. So don't waste another second trying to fix something that was never meant to be fixed. I don't waste another moment giving your power to someone who doesn't deserve it. Instead, use that energy to build the life you deserve. Use that pain as a lesson, not a prison. So let it sharpen you, not break you. Because at the end of the day, the best way to get back at someone who tried to bring you down is to rise so high that they can't even reach you anymore. When someone betrays you, disrespects you, or walks away from you, you have a choice. You can let that pain consume you, make you bitter and to define your future, or you can use it to become stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. But here's the thing, too many people let their pain turn into poison. They hold on to anger, resentment, and the need to prove something to the person who hurt them. They carry that weight around, and instead of moving forward, they stay stuck in a cycle of negativity. And let me tell you something, that is not the way to win. That is not the way to reclaim your power. Bitterness does nothing but drain you. It doesn't change the past. It doesn't fix what was broken. It doesn't make you whole again. All it does is keep you chained to the very thing that hurt you. And the longer you hold on to it, the more it robs you of your joy, your peace, and your ability to create the life you deserve. So you can't control what people do to you, but you can control how you respond. And your response determines everything. Do you let their actions define you? Do you let their betrayal shape your future? Or do you rise above it, take back control, and refuse to let it break you? Walking away from bitterness doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're letting anyone get away with anything. It means you're choosing yourself. It means you understand that your energy is too valuable to waste on negativity. It means you know that the best way to get back at someone who tried to break you is not to stoop to their level, but to rise so high that they can't even reach you anymore. You have to decide that you are not going to let the actions of others turn you into someone you're not. Because that's what happens when you let bitterness take over. You stop trusting. You stop believing in yourself. You build walls so high that no one can get close to you. Not even the people who actually want to love and support you. And all because of what? Because someone who didn't deserve you made a bad decision. Because someone who wasn't worthy of your time showed you who they really are. No, that's not how your story is going to end. The real flex, the real power is not holding on to anger, it's letting go and leveling up. It's becoming so focused on your goals, your growth, and your success that you don't even have time to think about what they did. And trust me, when you do that, when you step into your power and refuse to be controlled by past pain, people notice. The same ones who thought they broke you will look up one day and realize they didn't stop anything. And by then you won't even care because you'll be too busy living the life they never thought you could. So don't let pain make you bitter. Let it make you better. Use it as fuel. Use it as motivation. Take every tear, every disappointment, every betrayal, and turn it into something great. Because when you do that, you don't just win, you become unstoppable. Your future is in your hands. Not in the hands of the people who hurt you. Not in the hands of those who doubted you. Not in the hands of your past mistakes. You get to decide what happens next. And that decision is the most powerful thing you have. Because no matter what's happened to you, no matter who walked away, no matter how many times you've been knocked down, you still have the ability to rise. You still have the power to create something incredible with your life. But here's the thing, you can't build a successful future while holding on to a broken past. You can't move forward if you're still focused on what went wrong. Too many people let their past define them. They let one betrayal, one heartbreak, one failure convince them that they're not capable of more. And that's a lie. Your past is not your future unless you decide to stay there. The mistakes you made, the people who hurt you, the moments that broke you, those are just chapters in your story, not the whole book. And if you spend all your time rereading those chapters, you'll never move forward to the part where you win. The people who truly succeed in life are the ones who refuse to be victims of their circumstances. They don't waste time blaming others, making excuses, or waiting for things to change. They take ownership. They decide that no matter what happened before, they are in control now. And that's the mindset you need to have. Because as long as you're blaming someone else, as long as you're holding on to resentment, you're giving away your power. You're saying that someone else's actions have more control over your future than you do. And that is never true unless you allow it to be. The best revenge, the best response to everything you've been through is to become everything they said you couldn't be. It's to build a life so successful, so fulfilling, so full of joy that the people who doubted you don't even recognize you anymore. And here's the secret. The moment you start focusing on your future instead of your past, things will start changing. The more you invest in yourself, the less time you have to worry about what went wrong. The more you work on your goals, the less space you have in your mind for negativity. Because success doesn't come from sitting around thinking about what should have been. It comes from taking action, from making moves, from deciding that your future is worth more than your pain. But let me be clear, success is not just about money, fame, or proving people wrong. Real success is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about waking up every day knowing that you are living at your full potential, that you are not settling, that you are not holding back, that you are showing up for yourself in ways that you never have before. And when you do that, when you fully commit to becoming the best version of yourself, everything else falls into place. The right people will come into your life. The right opportunities will find you. The things that once felt impossible will start to feel natural. But it all starts with a decision to stop looking back, a decision to let go of what no longer serves you, a decision to believe in yourself so deeply that nothing and no one can shake your confidence. Because when you truly believe in yourself, when you know deep down that you are meant for greatness, nothing can stop you. Not your past, not your mistakes, not the people who underestimated you, nothing. So from this moment on, you move differently, you think differently, you act differently. You stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand you. You stop wasting time on people who don't see your value. You stop looking for validation from people who aren't even on your level. And instead, you focus on your growth. You focus on your goals. You focus on becoming so successful in your own life that the past doesn't even matter anymore. Because at the end of the day, your best revenge is your future. And your future starts right now.